Fortnite Chapter 5 is now here, and there's new secrets to uncover and a full new island to discover, so let's get right into it. Peter Griffin from Family Guy is now in Fortnite, and he holds some pretty cool secrets. If you manage to defeat him, Peter will do the knee thing, which is a famous gag from the show. And that's not the only thing we have. We have the Bot Scratcher, Bird's Wood, and Peter Cupter. As well as that, we have some other cool things from Family Guy too, including the TV that plays clips from the show, and Brian as a llama. But how did Peter Griffin arrive in Fortnite? Well, he went for a physical, which was performed by Meowscles. Meowscles gave him Slurp Juice, which somehow made him stronger. He also then performed Meowscles' emote, or something quite similar, with Meowscles giving him a seal of approval, before rifting into Fortnite. But do Fortnite still hold them good old fashioned values? Because have Fortnite added this to the game? Because people actually thought this when they came across the Fortnite Festival mode. Along with Fortnite adding Fortnite Festival, they also added Rocket Racing and Lego. Of course, these are not playable for another few days. But the description for the age rating on the Festival mode got people intrigued that the time had finally come. But this description is only because the Festival mode has music, which the lyrics are suggestive in that nature. Can't believe we need to post this, but there is no in Fortnite Festival. Our PEGI ratings description refers to still reference in lyrical content. I can't believe Fortnite had to tweet this out. If you've been playing, you may have come across this cave. This is actually for the upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collab. With this upcoming collab, we can actually travel through drains. Of course, a nod to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But talking about caves, if you go to this position on the map, you'll find this really tight cave that you can actually get through. But first, you got to break this chest, then break this rock, and then you will find where the coal bodies are. And it is some nice surroundings. Of course, the Lego mode is coming soon to the game in about 5 days time, but you can actually get a glimpse preview if you manage to select the game mode. Here I am as Oro, and here's a look at the Fortnite Lego locker. And can I just say, the emotes with props look absolutely awesome. Look at that! Oh my god! And when performing certain emotes, your character's body and head will spin and do stuff that a normal character wouldn't be able to do because it's a Lego character. Also, when you do the gun fingers emote as Lego, it replaces fingers for bananas. With a new chapter comes new mechanics, and one of the best mechanics is the medallions. Across the island there are 5 bosses: Oscar, Nisha, Montague, Valeria, and of course, as I mentioned, Peter Griffin. Each boss will drop a medallion because they're part of the society. And there's some interesting bits of lore, so more on them guys later in the video. But be careful, these bosses are not to be messed with. If allowed to emote, which I think they do most times, they will regenerate their health. Also, after this, they go into a second wave of bodyguards, with these guys in red appearing. But if you're lucky enough to get your hands on one of these medallions, or all of them, they will regenerate your health. Although picking up these medallions will reveal your location to enemy players, who will be able to see you on the map, and having that medallion allows you to open the vault. As well as that, the society drops some pretty decent weapons. We have Montague's Enforcer's AR, Nisha's Striker AR, Peter Griffin's Hand Pump Shotgun, Oscar's Frenzy Auto Shotgun, and Valeria's Hyper SMG. Chapter 5 Season 1 did introduce new weapon attachments, which you can upgrade at these benches inside the medallion vaults or the society vaults. Or no, you won't be able to upgrade the mythics. You can pick up or open a chest with weapons that already have attachments added to them. So if you go to the benches, you can change your optic, your barrel, your underbarrel, or your mag. There has been a massive overhaul to healing. They still have the same stats as before, but they work completely different. They will now start restoring your health immediately when you start taking them. And you can move slowly while taking them too. No more standing around, you can heal up on the move. But unfortunately, they will cancel and spill. But sometimes that doesn't happen and you keep the item. I don't know if that's intentional. Chapter 5 brings a complete overhaul to animations and movement. We now have an idling animation, they've changed crouching, walking, gliding, falling, and I think it's really good. It's going to take some time to get used to, but don't be attacking developers for their hard and dedicated work. Of course you can criticize people's work, you can critique it, of course, but don't go out and individually attack someone. So Fortnite actually had to comment on this situation. Let's talk about movement. To be honest, it took us a few days to get used to it during our playtest too. We want to introduce visual improvements and encourage more strategic decision making in each moment. Here's what changed. New animations, running sprint speed slightly slower, but stamina recovers quicker, sideways and backwards movement faster, crouching is slower but stealthier. We listen to your feedback on this and we definitely hear your concerns in this early stage. We're hoping that you consider this update and that it starts to feel more natural over time. We're still here with you and every day want to strive to make things better. Thanks for everything. Oh, and the advanced mouse and keyboard players may also consider a setting change after the update. The default settings may be colliding with your personal preferences. Let us know if this suggestion worked for you. W Communication Epic. If you're missing Chapter 4, jump out the battle bus and land at this location. And there's some Chapter 4 memorabilia. We've got some stuff from Wilds, a Peace Syndicate arcade machine, and even Midas' chair from the device room. Of course, that's from Chapter 2, and that's got something to do with Midas, but there's loads of things on the island hinting towards that Midas may be returning, but I'm a bit 50-50 on this. In the Chapter 5 Season 1 trailer, we actually saw files on the floor that have pictures of Midas. Or no, that's probably a reused asset, and most of these could be as well. In that same room, you had Chaos Agents sprayed on the wall, and the biggest thing probably of all is Midas' lot from Chapter 2 Season 2, the Marigold, is here on the island. Also, there is a rig on the island, and if you go to that rig, you will find TNT in his helmet, convincing a lot of people that Midas is soon set to return. But what is happening with the storyline in this chapter? Well, there seems to be two new factions, or maybe new. We have the Underground and the Society. So the Underground seems to be a duo act between Hope and John Jones. I guess as loopers, or whatever we are now, we will be the third member of that faction. Although Hope didn't always used to be a member of the Underground, it seems like she was a member of the Society along with her sister, Valeria. But why are the Underground and the Society about to go head to head? Well, it's all got to do with Peely, who has gone missing and has been kidnapped by the Society. But why? But going off this loading screen, it seems the Society have bitten off more than they can chew. So who are the Society? Well, that is Montague, Valeria, Nisha, Oscar, and Peter Griffin. The reason I say Montague first is I feel like he's spearheading it, going off of this loading screen. It's his idea for the island. And before you point out this in the blog post, it's only stating that Valeria is the most notorious boss, which does lead me to a thought, because he's in a room with other people, other high class people, probably people with money, and he's trying to deliver a pitch, and the pitch is for Society. So something was pre-assisting before the Society. Some of you may be starting to get an inkling of who I'm thinking about, but if you haven't, let's consider this evidence. And that is thanks to the Saboteur who deleted the files on the last reality, who gained access to the Peace Syndicate's files. Because the files of the last reality were in this folder when we got a look at two others, and the one I want to focus on is personnel. Some familiar names: Twin, Evie, Stashed, and Peely, with Peely being potential recruit status pending approach. Has the Syndicate made their approach and kidnapped Peely? While that may be a coincidence, I also want to congratulate Stashed on his promotion to the Society. Well done, man. Which, when we saw the files, his position on promotion was pending. If you're going to take someone, you do need a getaway driver. Anyway, with the whole time travel thing and the universe possibly resetting, I don't really know how this works in anymore, but take it with a pinch of salt. Now let's talk a bit about Hope's sister, Valeria. This loading screen has a description: knowledge is power, and I intend to know everything. The Burning Ambitions loading screen, and there is some great detail here. We have her reading a book surrounded by computers showing images of the 0 Point Jones, something that resembles a Cyrays chest, and another image of the 0 Point, and something else I can't work out. The book also can be found in game, and that also has these similar images. What does she want to know about? She wants to know about everything, and obviously we tend to call the 0 Point everything, as a contrast to the nothing. But the storyline this season seems to be focusing on getting Peely back, and that is a job for the Underground against the Society. The Society who we believe has taken Peely, and they're not really hiding it. But I'm sure everyone's noticed the biggest thing about Chapter 5 is Chapter 5 now has a train, and there's a pretty powerful chest on it that you can hack and get some really good items. But I feel like they could have done a little more of this train, made a few more actual carriages, seats, sort of compartments, stuff like that, and rather just be empty carriages. And what's really cool, one of the main POIs and some of the train stations have timers when you can tell when the train's going to arrive. But guys, that is Chapter 5 Season 1. Leave a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's been your boy, Mr. J. White. Next time, bye bye!